Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finals of the Tespa Training Grounds spring season here in the arena. Now it's all down to UCSD versus Berkeley. UCSD will be starting off with a one-map lead, and it looks like our first map is going to be Kings Row. So Berkeley had a run of things, had to make it up all the way from the beginning rounds of the lower bracket as they were sent down early, I believe, by Rutgers University. But now here they are to face off against San Diego, who have been looking almost unstoppable. Their dive compositions have been played out so well. Malibu, a high impact player on the Genji, but not to be outdone. School has been doing a fantastic job on his 76. Sill consistently coming in with the Roadhog too. Cal Berkeley gonna have to find something to try and really deal with that combination between Malibu and Sill. Once again, Jamerson here, joined by Seamoose. Seamoose, how are you feeling about this grand finals?
Well, it's going to be a tough one, that's for sure. We obviously saw these two teams match up just about 2 hours ago, Jamerson, and in that, UCSD had a pretty rough time, or excuse me, a pretty dominating time. It was Berkeley with a rough time. And like you said, Malibu on Genji specifically was one of the sort of heroes for this defending squad now, but he's actually going to be running Soldier instead potentially. And then obviously also it was Sill for UCSD was just absolutely going off. I mean, this guy's probably one of the most interesting players that I've seen just in this particular tournament because of how consistently good he is and how like mysterious he is.
All right, coming out on the defensive end, they're going to be running a 2-2-2. So far, Janora is going to be the Reinhardt Sill. Once again on that Roadhog, Malibu picking up Soldier 76, and Schooled is going to be on the Tracer, so he's going to be dealing with the back line, just trying and draw the attention of the attacking squad back to him, opening up opportunities for Sill to get a great hook. Now on the offensive end, not showing their cards quite yet.
Unless they're planning on running a Symmetra strat. Wouldn't recommend that.
It can work.
We've seen some weird stuff from them, to be fair. We saw a Mei, Orisa, Junkrat, Sanctum strat, but I don't know how I'm feeling about the Mei Hanzo, Winston Zarya.
Well, Hanzo Zarya we've seen before on Kings Row, setting up that Dragon Strike combo, but style might just be going for that Sonic Arrow to get out any information.
Huh. Line is sticking on it. So if they could get a good Mei wall, they can section the members of the defense off and then pick them off. But since Style just went for the Sonic Arrow and he's on Soldier, ooh, that hook is not going to connect there. Yep. This is interesting, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. They got to make a move soon.
Yeah, Slurpy Thief was able to make his way onto the high ground. They actually wall off the Ana from the rest of the team, but they're not able to get the damage across quite yet, and so he will be able to make it back to the rest of his team. Schooled gets the first frag on the Slurpy Thief, and Jorson takes out his counterpart.
And as a reminder, winner's advantage is on UCSD's side, so they are up one map in this best of 5. Very dominant first defense there. Style getting schooled by top a little bit more than he can chew. And this might be a good chance for the members of UC Berkeley to come back and take this fight, but still, so far, good early start for UCSD.
Jump on in, damage coming across the board for Slurpy Thief. He's got the Tesla cannon at work right now. Another wall off, and that is going to set... But a hook comes in from Styles to try and equalize it out. Style pushes forward with a tactical visor, but it's Slurpy Thief on this Winston. A consistent nuisance so far up against the rest of the team. And now, the tanks just trying their best to stay alive. They do have Jorson there, but still getting brought down to half. He gets hooked in, but the Nano Boost comes out onto Slurpy Thief, and Janora goes for this, that Earth Shatter, but he got frozen in place, and so that's going to allow Berkeley to cap point A.
So that offensive Mei paying dividends, actually working out so far. Nice little freeze there at the end by a line to basically make that Earth Shatter useless, and they're going to be relatively close to having Graviton Surge as well as Blizzard, which is a fantastic ulti combination. That being said, though, Schooled is hunting down this Mei. Oh, look how sneaky he is. Align doesn't know he's there, and Schooled going to get a lot of damage. Align forced to use that cryo freeze, go into the ice block and heal up. But the payload is still moving while all of this is happening. So far it's been okay for the offense.
Another hook comes out. That's going to be the whole hog, but the Blizzard answered in kind. 2 members frozen in place there, but Slurpy Thief was dropped due to that sleep dart, and now the defense able to regain their footing. They're on the hunt for more, as we have Janora dropped really low. He is going to be able to make it to the mini health pack, and still comes in for another hook onto Quantum, taking him out with the help of Malibu.
One thing you have to consider in these kinds of compositions is the damage output. The damage output individually across the board for UCSD is going to be stronger than Berkeley's. Berkeley is going more for the utility, the coordinated dives. They're trying to make the plays happen, these team plays. But so far, the reason why you saw that defense work was because they had more damage overall. That being said, though, a lot of ults now for the offense. They need to make them align properly, otherwise they're going to go down.
Oh, Jorston has been landing these sleep darts time and time again, and that's going to be Slurpy Thief going down for tactical visor used, and Chowster's not going to be out putting Malibu to sleep. Is he, B? He's going to be able to get that kill, but still, teamfight taking place inside the cafe, and we've got a Graviton Surge coming up from Quantum. That's going to allow them to actually to convert the kill onto Syl, and the line getting caught out just a little bit, but it's Slurpy Thief right now. Answering back, Earthshatter comes out, only connects onto Chowster, but it's Berkeley dominating the kill feed here.
Yeah, a bit of a waste there by Janora using that Earthshatter, and you have to point out that the defensive spawn, the respawn, was farther away than the offensive spawn, so that fight took a little bit, and as a result, the offense kept trickling in. Now, Quantum is actually just going to be dealing with School, trying to delay him, and the rest of the offense pushes the payload forward, using trans traded so far.
1-for-1 trade, but they will be able to cap that checkpoint. Malibu still on top as Style with 2 kills with that tactical visor.
Beautiful.
Able to clean him up.
Yeah, and School got the kill, but it was onto the Zarya. It was far away, and the defense didn't actually have the coordinated fight that they wanted. So well done by Cal Berkeley. You know, they're coming back in this, and they have 3.5 minutes to take this round. That's a healthy amount of time for a King's Row .3 fight.
The Wolof comes out. They try to focus down the Reinhardt. A great biotic nade. Here's the Blizzard. Janora's the only one caught in it. Actually, 2 more members as Woody's route up also along with that Ana. But kills are getting traded back and forth. Slurpy Thief was the recipient of that pulse bomb, but the projected barrier kept him alive. Not for long as Quantum and Woody's route up will be able to clean that up.
Nicely done there by Jorston. Why not give Malibu the boost? He doesn't even need to use the tac visor. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't have it available, but he was just able to land all the shots needed to take down the enemy team. So Cal's offense is going to be reset. Oh, that hook is going to get the kill. Goodbye and good night. They're going to go aggressive with this now.
Malibu uses the tactical visor, but the rest of Berkeley are going to kite back. 2 members caught out, though, over by this mega health pack. That's Slurpy Thief and Chowster are about to go down, and those are great delayed kills. They need to burn off as much time off this clock as possible.
Yeah, they do, and we'll see whether or not they're going to be able to full hold this, or if Cal's offense will get the payload to the end. Now, Quantum with that Graviton Surge almost available. Style and Chester are going to be close to their nano combo. That's probably going to be the opening that they need. Slurpy Thief going with the jump. Sleep is not going to be effective. Malibu is going to be fighting this Winston, but School finds the first frag.
He was just lying in wait up top in the tubes there. Graviton came out, but the damage is not there. Now Slurpy Thief gets cleaned up. And the offense are sent back to the spawn.
Yeah, and you saw in that team fight, Quantum went for the Graviton Surge after his team had already lost a couple of members. So in those situations, yes, you can win a team fight with a game-ending grab, but if you use an AoE ultimate and there isn't enough follow-up damage, you know, that crowd control isn't effective if you can actually get the kills. As a result, the defense is able to hold successfully once again. Slurpy Thief trying the same thing, and another hook. The Graviton, or the barrier, I should say, I'm sorry, isn't going to matter if you just fall into the ground. And now Sile and School going ham as Slurpy Thief is going bananas, but I don't know if he's going to be able to stay alive much longer. He's forced to use that Primal Rage backwards and jump back into the team, as once again, UCSD win a team fight.
There's no response to Schooled on this Tracer. He's been consistently in the back line. He goes in, gets a support kill, and draws attention away. So he's just coming up with huge value on this Tracer so far, time and time again. Now they're just down to a minute left for Berkeley to try and finish out this map.
And they're going to be making some key swaps too. Slurpy Thief playing the Reinhardt now. They're going to have Quantum on the Div as well, so much more shielding. The hook is not going to land. They get a sleep, but cannot follow up with kill there. Ooh, a sleep on the line forces a very early Transcendence.
That sound barrier does come out on the side of SD. Earthshatter is going to get blocked by Slurpy Thief there, and even though Syl gets that hook, the ice block will keep the mate alive, so they're pushing forward with the Blizzard now. Both supports actually caught in it. They're going to be able to get out with that speed boost. Aligned even getting a boost himself up on top, gets the kill onto Malibu, and now this is the opportunity that Berkeley were looking for. Charge comes on out, Slurpy Thief goes down to the fire strike, but Janora will go down for his efforts here. We've got the Roadhog actually caught out over by the Mega. He gets frozen in place and still will go down.
They've got to carry this momentum farther though. They have a lot of people on the payload. Style getting another kill. Style and Izzy coming up huge in these last few moments of the offense. Aligned is trying to duel Malibu. Malibu with the Discord on him. Janora now with the Discord on him. Is taken down to about half HP. That wall to section them off. The rest of the team is here. The transfused once again by Izzy B. And this might actually be Berkeley's team fight to lose as UCSD is going down and down. Jorston try to do what he can with the sleep. They will get the kill, and Schooled and Malibu are all that stand in the way of a cap, but they somehow, Jamerson, get 5 kills in a row and take it in overtime. But geez, that was, I mean, those were some clutch frags at the end there by Malibu and Schooled. But overall, you gotta give credit to the fact that UC Berkeley was able to push the payload all the way nearly to the end.
Very nearly to the end, but not quite the end there. So we have a win condition. No draws today on Kings Row, as it is going to be SD on the attacking end now. The defense, I bring over some picks that, you know, after seeing them on Nepal, might not be as trollsy as we initially thought.
You're right, and honestly, Alliance may on offense is unconventional, but seriously, pulling out the Orisa as well as May would be something like, again, that's pioneering the metagame. Those are compositions you don't see on these points, and it'd be really interesting to see how exactly it works out.
Now here's the thing, right? We saw about 6 months ago that the May Zarya combo was super strong, right? You go in with the Graviton, you go in with the Blizzard, and that's the entire team frozen. Now you have more windows of opportunities to go for a Blizzard because you will have the halt of that Orisa.
Well, theoretically, yes, but the timing of execution has to be very precise. I actually am of the opinion that Orisa is a decent hero, not super strong, but she's kind of underutilized. But there's a lot of difficulty in aligning the halt with AoE abilities such as Junkrat, left click, such as Fire Strike, such as Blizzard, like you mentioned. So it's definitely a possibility here. They can definitely go for that play, but they have to execute it properly, James. Otherwise, both abilities essentially whiff, and your utility, the reason why you're playing this comp, has no use.
All right, so Slurpy Thief is actually going to stick with this. We've got the 2-2-2 composition coming out, still once again on the Roadhog, as SD start to push forward. Style is on the high ground, and they're looking to force him out of position. As Malibu is already getting up there with the help of Schooled, Style is going to be forced back here.
I really like how Slurpy Thief played that. Uses the shield and then sticks on the corner of the payload, or the checkpoint, I should say. But Style getting the kill onto Style. Say that 3 times fast, and now it's a 65 in favor of the offense as UCSD is picking up the frag. EZB is going to respond with a kill into Sonora, and now it's alive. It's a 4v4 on the payload. Who is going to open this up, James? Is it going to be the offense here or the defense? Ooh, that wall.
Maywall comes on out, aligned, is just going to contest the point. 1 tick already taken for SD, as Style was able to get that flank onto Syl, taking him on out. Schooled still up top here, but he's going to get challenged soon by his counterpart, and he actually wins that 2v1 duel, ultimately going down to Slurpy Thief, though.
How bad is that really, though? Soldier can come back very quickly. 1 tick so far over to the offense. Quantum is going to be boosted down. They need to take the wall down. Genji on the left side. Malibu gets slept up. He might go down here to the right click. Oh, he gets deflected up. Oh, no!
It's a 1-for-1 trade though. Janora getting a great charge onto Izzy B, but overextended there. Now Slurpy Thief trying his best to stay alive. He's got what, sliver of HP, and now he is gonna get demeched and schooled initially. Goes and hunts him down. Here's the May Blizzard coming out from Align, though still caught up in it once again. Align helping them get the 2 kills here, establish their defense. Dragonblade comes out from Malibu though.
Trent is coming in to save Align though, but he's going to be discorded and taken out super quickly. That Trent's not able to heal him through, and that is going to be the point over to the side of UCSD. Now, James, how the heck was Malibu woken up? Because that could have been the fight there as he got the deflect onto Chauster Zenyatta. That was really unfortunate for any Berkeley fans here, as UCSD will get the payload, and now they've got about 4.5 minutes remaining to push to checkpoint number 2.
Yeah, generally a slept target next to a Zenyatta, it's a free kill at that point, but I think they just went for just an awkward timing here. Now Malibu up on top, gets challenged, has to fall back as Style challenge them on the high ground. They are pushing forward. Payload hasn't made its way through the bend yet. Wall off charge. Janora dropped low. Here's the Graviton Surge. 4 members caught in, but the sound barrier comes on out. Quantum will go down.
Big Earth Shatter from Slurpy Thief, but Janora answers in kind with a 3-man, canceling out his opposing Shatter and picking up the kill. Fantastic play there, and really, you've got to give credit to the offense because that wall was perfect on Janora, and they tried to get the charge pin. They got the pin, but they still couldn't pick up the kill, and afterwards, it was UCSD coming up huge with the plays and the outplays. They win that team fight, and they continue pushing the payload down the street space.
Malibu, he has another Dragonblade at the ready. He's gonna pop it as they're trying to contest the point right now. Biotic Nate comes out. Quantum doing a great job of focusing him on down. They're able to contest onto the point right now. Blizzard comes on out. Both tanks caught in it, along with the Lucio. No kills coming on over though. Here's a technical visor for Schooled on the high ground. Still though, Style just cleaning him up. Still though, maintaining presence on the point. He's got the whole hog, forcing them all back, and that might just allow them to take this checkpoint.
They do indeed. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, this UCSD offense is blazing through Cal's attempted defense. And really, it started so well for Cal Berkeley. They killed Malibu instantly. They even killed the tactical visor setup that they were going for, but it just wasn't enough. Wall is not going to matter as Malibu finds the first frag onto a line, and this opens up the map perfectly for the offense.
Yeah, they're making the final stretch, and members after one after another are just falling to Malibu here, who's consistently just in the back line. He's on the hunt for these supports. Izzy B and Chauster have to be careful. Trent does come out. Here's the Graviton Surge. It connects onto 5. Earth Shatter doesn't quite connect into another shield. Janora goes for the charge, but he will fall to Quantum there. And now they're slowly starting to force back this offense.
Quantum is discorded, taken down. The Transcendence is going to be popped. There is a Blizzard on the field, which means that maybe... Oh, look at that hook. Drops him down. My goodness, Sil, what the heck are you on? How are you so good at this game? And they force them off the payload, and they complete the point with over 3 minutes remaining. Dominating offense, strong defense, and now UCSD is up 2-0 in this best of 5.
Yeah, being in the upper bracket there. They're gonna be they started off with the map advantage, and now they are already on match point. Remember, this is a best of 5, so the run back has to start here for Berkeley. The former champions, the champions of TCS, now they might get unseated here.
They may indeed, so they still will have time to fight back and try and continue to claim their throne. But man, UCSD, what a story of redemption in a way, because they were not one of the teams to make it into the Final Four of the TCS last season, and now they're coming up huge for the training grounds, setting them up for a really successful season going to the next TCS. And to cap it all off with a 3-0 victory over the former champions would be incredibly satisfying here.
Now, just comes down to the map pick. It is Berkeley's choice here, but man, UCSD look unstoppable in this matchup.
Yeah, it's less about map and more about how you play it at this point, because like you said, they looked unstoppable. They had a very handy win before. Whatever map we're going to, even with their unconventional strategies, Cal needs to level up. You know, they need to find the answer, adapt in a way that can deal with the Hog, that can deal with the Genji that UCSD are throwing at them. Otherwise, it's just not going to matter.
Berkeley taking their time here, trying to pick out the proper map. But already 2-0 down, UCSD about to dethrone the reigning kings of TCS. There are just so many high impact players coming out from the SD squad. Schooled has been so consistent. His tracer there on the defense particularly was so good for UCSD, setting up their win condition. Remember, Berkeley, when they got into that final stretch of Kings Row, they had about 3 minutes to try and finish off the map, but Schooled was consistently in the back line with this tracer, targeting down a support and then drawing the attention away. Malibu also coming up huge with his Genji, and Sil has just been an unstoppable force with that Roadhog. So we are going to go to Nepal for possibly our final map.
Possibly indeed, or potentially the start of a reverse sweep by Cal Berkeley. But considering the performance we've seen from UCSD, you know, you really got to question whether that's actually going to happen here. Like you said, the impact from all of these players, Schooled in the last round, just decimating them with a flanking tracer. Jorston with his play on Ana as well as Zenyatta. And of course, we mentioned them before, we'll mention them again. Malibu and Sil just coming up huge on the Genji, Soldier, and Hog, respectively. Seems like every player on UCSD is a star, and then they've also got amazing coordination.
So, Shrine will be the starting map here on Nepal. Already, we're seeing a pretty standard lineup coming out on the side of Berkeley. Quantum possibly going for that Diva. There it is. So we're going to have a triple tank setup aligned on the Zarya Slurpee Thief. Once again, on the Winston, Quantum is going to pick up the Diva, and Style will be the solo DPS on the Soldier 76. Now, on the opposite end, though, okay, Janora just swapped off. There it is. Okay, so Janora is going to go a bit more supportive in his role. Pick up the Zarya there to really enable Malibu and Schooled. And Schooled, once again, on that tracer, they've got to be careful on the side of Berkeley and find a way to deal with him.
It's an interesting composition for sure, because you're not going to actually have that much dive. You're not going to have that much real tankiness, but you have these flex tanks that do a lot of damage as well. So it's all about execution. Still, gets the kill with the hook. He doesn't even need to kill him afterwards. They just do so much damage up to Style immediately, and it opens up the fight. 65, Izzy B taken to about half HP, trying to kite back as it's Woody, getting another frag. 64 now, as the offense is just pushing into them. The blue team is forced off, and that is going to be UCSD with the first point.
Addedly at that, now Berkeley already playing from behind. They have to regroup here.
They've definitely got to regroup here. Still missing that hook there, but it's not really going to matter, as it looks like Berkeley isn't going to be able to get much off of it. Malibu forced to swift strike back to the point. Slurpee Thief picking up the HP pack on the side, and so far it's just a little bit of a poke game as they try to find the right target to dive on. Hook on Slurpee Thief, protected by the barrier though. The pulse bomb is not going to land, and it's a 6-2-6 on point.
No kills going over quite yet. Sound barrier does come out for UCSD. There's the Graviton Surge, but Transcendence is there. There's no Biotic Naked. There's no Ana to really deal with it. Janora gets the DMAC onto Quantum, while a Tactical Visor does come out for Style. He hasn't found anything quite yet, but there it is. Gets the initial frag onto Sil, but the Dragon Blade.
Not really going to get anything. Schooled getting the kill, though, onto Style. And now Aligned and Slurpee Thief caught in here. A two-man grab, but that's all they needed at the very end there. The outplays Jamerson were beautiful. The Graviton Surge from Cal Berkeley, but then UCSD answering instantly with the Trance. And overall, they maintain control of the point.
Yeah, 60% and ticking in their favor, but now with almost all the ultimate used, they've only got the pulse bomb at the ready. They're gonna have to deal with the primal rage and the self-destruct coming out from Quantum.
Is that really going to be enough, though, Jamerson? I'm not sure. School is going to get the chance to make a play with the pulse bomb, but he is on the backline, forced to run away as he is discorded. Recalls back. Can he let it onto the supports? Doesn't actually get the pulse bomb, doesn't get the stick, but it might not matter. Malibu taking really low on the point, though. This is the chance for Berkeley to fight.
Yeah, Berkeley used up all their ultimates there. That's going to give the window of opportunity for Style to come in and get the frag onto Janora. So now it's a 6v4 as School finally falls in the back line there. Malibu best with that Genji to find the kill onto Style, but he's just not able to land the Shuriken. Still will be able to take out Izzy B, even getting the D-Mech onto Quantum, but that's not going to be enough as it is now 5v1, but finally they will be able to take control of the point, R Berkeley.
Cal does get the point here, but you have to consider the fact that they are up against a 99% deficit. So not only could UCSD just outright win this fight, but if they really wanted to, James, they could take a couple of eco pushes and dry push and force out the enemy ultimates before they go for their engage. We will see how they play it. For now, Slurpy Thief on the very far side. The tag fires are used the sound barrier. They want to fight this.
Yeah, we got the Transcendence coming out from Izzy B. Also, there's a huge Graviton surge, but no follow-up damage throughout that Transcendence. And so it's still a 6v6 on the point. Whole Hog comes out from Sill. School taking out Izzy B, and there it is. The Whole Hog is used to finish off Style, but still, Chowster and Slurpy Thief want to keep this point alive. We've got the Primal Rage coming out from the Winston, but it's all Chowster so far, and the kill feed cleaning up the members of UCSD, and they will be able to force them back.
There's some overlapping of ultimates there, but really what it was for Cal Berkeley that won them the fight was Aligned was able to keep members contained with the Graviton, whereas Janora didn't use his Graviton in that team fight. So given that advantage, it's now the pressure in favor of Janora and School, because they can make a Graviton Pulse Bomb combo work here, and if they do, it could be devastating enough just to win the round right here.
They have to be careful. We've seen our fair share of Eden Graviton so far. As they approach, they got to get rid of the Diva Mech first, and there it is. Quantum eats it right on up.
Beautiful.
Style gets the kill onto Malibu, 80%. This might actually be the final opportunity unless they're able to back out. Quantum gets hooked on in, but Slurpy Thief is right there to cover his teammate. Here's the self-destruct. Is it going to catch them out? It gets to Nora.
That is insult to injury, James. Not only does the enemy Diva eat up your Graviton surge, then she kills you with a self-destruct. Feels bad, man.
Feels bad, man, indeed, as School tries his best to extend this overtime, but he will fall to Quantum. The thing is, they had the tools on the side of Berkeley to try and deal with Quantum, right? The direct counter, Janora, is there on that Zarya to try and get rid of that mech first, but unfortunately, they felt pressed for time and just try to brute force that Graviton surge. It could have been huge as School was sitting on that pulse bomb the entire time.
Yeah, it's just the execution there, trying to play while the Diva defense matrix is still available is really not a incredibly smart approach, you know? And like you mentioned, the funny thing about Zarya versus Diva interactions is Zarya can burn through Diva so quickly because she can't actually defend the use defense matrix to defend against the laser beam. But if you just go for a really aggressive Graviton like that, the chance of you being swallowed is pretty big, and that's exactly what we saw. So the Longhorns were able to take that first round. They've got to take 2 more, though, to win this Nepal map, and we are on to Village, and Slurpy Thief with a really interesting jump gets left instantly.
He actually survives the hook combo, surprisingly enough, and now right on top of Jorson, trying to focus him down, but the Biotic Nade will keep him safe for now. And still, we still have a 6v6 fight. Another hook comes out from Sill, but it's going to be Style coming up huge with the kill onto School.
So far, more kills over in favor of Berkeley. Style is going to go down to Janora, though. Now it's a 2v2 on this far side of the point, but Malibu is all alone as the point is being captured anyway. Enough bodies from the Berkeley side to pick up the kills, pick up the point, and now advantage firmly in their favor. I want to highlight Aligned. Look at the fact that he has 82% right now versus 40% on Janora. He has been doing so much damage, contributing so much, and really the reason why Slurpy Thief was kept alive was because his barrier early on saved him. Fantastic Zarya play so far.
I'm on the objective.
Yeah, we're seeing the difference in types of Zarya plays. Some go for the carry style, some go for the supportive style, and the land is heavily. Grab comes out, it lands onto 4 or 5 members. Winston trying his best to focus down Jorson. He will go down. Slurpy Thief coming in with 2 frags there. Actually able to dodge out the hook, and here's a Transcendence just for the safety net there coming out from Berkeley.
This was Berkeley's counter pick, and James, it is certainly looking like it as a fantastic early on grab. Sets up the play. There's still a fight happening on the point, but overall, it's in favor of Berkeley. That being said, though, still gets the kill. Slurpy Thief was not able to use his Primal Rage, so maybe they can trickle in here and fight this, but Aligned is back, and he is hungry for more kills. It's Woody taken very low by the Discord. The hook is not going to land as Aligned outplays it very well. And controls currently still in favor of Berkeley. So all the meanwhile, time is ticking up, and actually they're able to staunch the offense, forcing them back, and now they can regroup.
Yeah, they need to wait for School to get his mech too. He's at 85% right now. They're gonna speed boost onto the point. Sleep Dart lands onto a line. Truck Tactical Visor comes out from the side of Berkeley, and that's gonna allow them to get the kill onto Malibu, taking him out. Here's a Graviton Surge, they'll self-destruct combo. It's gonna connect onto 2.
That might be all they need. School looking for the Zenyatta now, taken very low, gets the kill onto Izzy B. Quantum fighting for his life as it's the Primal Raging Winston that's just about to end. Quantum taking out a mech, Aligned taken down. School is taking these kids to school and teaching them a lesson as he picks up another kill with the help of Malibu. The pulse bomb used onto Quantum, but that is only the baby diva. That is not going to be worth it. 99% over to the Longhorns, but that is going to be the point over to UCSD.
With that pressure, it actually forced out a lot of ultimates coming out from the side of UCSD. So all they have to work with now is going to be the whole hog. Right now, though, Berkeley are in a little bit of a power trough. Slurpy Thief gets hooked on in, but he's got that projected barrier once again. Here's the whole hog coming up from Sil, but it's getting all eaten up by Quantum. Sil dropping down to 1 HP. He's getting hunted down. He will be able to take a breather. It's a 1-for-1 exchange as Style goes down for Jorson. But here's the Graviton Surge, and the follow-up damage is there. They're gonna be able to clean that up.
Jamerson, you said that Cal was in a power trough, but they said, you know what, we're gonna make it into a power crest. It's School, the only remaining member of UCSD on the point, and he is gonna get knocked off. So another Nepal round over to the University of California, Berkeley.
Yep, and the reverse sweep starts here. It's
dream.
gonna be UCSD. They're gonna have to reverse sweep here on Nepal to actually finish this out. Remember, they are on match point as we move on to Sanctum. Currently 2-0 in maps in favor of UCSD. Whew.
Yeah, and I do want to give a shout out to Tachyon, our observer, as we are heading into the last few maps of the Tespa Training Grounds. He's been with you guys all season, even when there haven't been casters. I've just been watching the stream on the side. He's done a great job of catching all these action moments, so shout out to you, man.
It's not just the observer, he's production, everything here.
Oh yeah, he's the guy, the voice of God, so to speak. And also, of course, to all of you watching back at home and memeing in the Twitch chat, we really appreciate it. And Jamerson, with that in mind, it's the 3rd round in Nepal. This is where the Longhorns might start their comeback.
SD, Janora is going to be on Matt Reinhardt, so they opted for the high ground control while Berkeley just wrapped around. Now we've got these transpose positions, both sides on the opposite ends here. They're getting forced into a corner for now. Janora's shield dropping really low. He's going to put it down to try to recharge it. And it's actually SD on the point first. They're going to cap it for free.
Yeah, Cal Berkeley was looking for the kills here. They are going to find one, but they gave up positioning entirely, and point was capped. So even though they may be able to come back and win this fight, which, never mind, they're not going to be able to do, point has been taking in favor of UCSD this entire time. So I'm not really sure about the macro game here. The decision making, I think, was kind of risky. Style is trying to get the point, but Nora is going to contest. And now here comes Malibu. Here comes Woody's route up. Everyone is back, and that is going to be 25% and some change over to UCSD.
Ultimate's already powered up on both sides. Serpent Thief actually swapping off that Winston, gonna put the Reinhardt for himself, but Skrull is the man to look at. He's got this Graviton Surge at the ready. He's playing over on the left side, goes for the grab, connects onto 5. Here's a charge out. Slurpy Thief is able to counter, and Quantum gets the first frag onto Jorston.
So no real kills coming out of that Graviton, and now it's in favor of Cal Berkeley as they're getting onto the point, picking up 2 kills so far. Still is getting knocked back and forth. The grab onto Woody, the grab onto School, and they are down and dusted. However, Jamerson, 56% is a pretty solid start on the Sanctum map.
They have tools for the retake also. They've almost got that nano visor at the ready. There's an Earth Shatter, and then they can also engage with that sound barrier. Hook comes in for Syl, and that's quite the engage. Slurpy Thief dropped on low, but Janora goes for the charge, and
he did it. He landed the pin onto the soldier, but he died before he connected, so it doesn't count. And now, with that in mind, this defense from the Longhorns, they're just going super aggressive into the enemy spawn. And Janora will get Slurpy Thief there, so that's a little bit unfortunate for the Longhorns. And as a result, they push back, but overall, so far, good stuff.
Now they are going for that retake, now pushing out. They've got 4 ultimates ready. Here's the tactical visor along. Coming out from SD, but Quantum is there the entire time. Grab comes out for the sound barrier. Here's the D.Va defense matrix. They are able to kite away from it, but Janora is dropped down real low. Graviton Surge comes out from a line. That allows them to get 2 kills. Now they're on the hunt for Syl here. He will fall. And for now, Berkeley hold.
Aligned wasn't able to capitalize as much as he may have liked to on the Graviton Surge play, but because they did it earlier, it had the pressure, it had the advantage, and they found the earlier kills. You saw the attempted answer by School Zarya, but he wasn't able to find anything, and so he's decided to swap off onto this Tracer. He had much better success with Tracer, and he was playing it all throughout King's Row, so he might be able to get some kills here. It instantly takes down Izzy B. That's awesome if you're a fan of UCSD.
Counter Earth Shatter coming out from Slurpy Thief, connects onto 3. They're even gonna go ahead and commit that Graviton Surge just to pick up these final members here, cleaning up 90% on the board, and now they're gonna have to push in piecemeal just to try and get onto the point, but Berkeley aren't even gonna allow them to get out of spawn. Now they're pushing forward, they're past this fountain. Syl goes for the hook, it's not gonna be enough, and could this be it? This is the start of the reverse sweep for Berkeley.
At the end there, it was a fantastic shatter. Slurpy Thief saw the chance. He knew UCSD had no way to defend it. Went for it and just won his team the fight at the end there. And this is the earlier play on Village. Slurpy Thief gets another play of the game, coming up huge for his team, as well as the entire roster. You know, Aligned and Slurpy Thief, though, they've had a really special synergy throughout this round. And Jamerson, this could be the start of the reverse sweep, as now Berkeley are on the board with 1 win in this best-of-5 series.
Yeah, for a while, we've seen Zarya fall out of popularity, but we're seeing why she's got this resurgence so far in the last few weeks, honestly, in pro play and even here in the Tespa Collegiate Arena. She is such a high-impact player, and if you can manage your barriers well, you can melt through targets with that extra charge that you receive and then build up those gravitons. We saw so many here on Nepal.
Yeah, indeed. And honestly, this was the counterpick map that Cal Berkeley asked for, and they looked really prepared on it. Like, that's about as prepared as you can be, especially when we've seen some crazy strats. The May, Junkrat, Orisa. It wasn't pulled out this time, but they had it up their sleeve in case they needed it. UCSD now, they are going to answer with the Dorado, which is not a map that I've casted so far in the TTG, but is certainly a pretty common map in competitive play.
Yeah. Just getting the final ready-ups before we move on for the 4th map, or ostensibly the 4th map here. Remember, UCSD, they started off with a map advantage. We've only played 2 in this series, but the scoreline is now 2-1, still in favor of UCSD. They are on match point here, but Berkeley striking back.
All right, chat, I'm acknowledging that I may have called Cal the Longhorns They are not. I actually don't remember what their mascot is. UCSD is the Tritons.
The Bears.
Cows, the Golden Bears or just the Bears?
I think it's supposed to be the Golden Bears.
Well, they did win last season, so technically they're gold. But James, if they lose this match, then they're Silver Bears. Boom. Got him. It wouldn't be a cast with that one horrible joke.
We've made a few. We had to channel our inner freak a few times. It is going to be UCSD starting off on the offensive end here.
Indeed, and I'm curious to see what they decide to open with. It looks like Alliance is going to be running Hog, and it's a pseudo-aggressive. It's a pseudo-aggressive dive defense, right? You want to hold really close. Quantum and Slurpee Thief are going to distract as much as possible, and I really like having Zenyatta and the Ana because you have high ground positioning. It's not really like the speed is going to do much for you. So it's overall a very well done sustain and damage composition, but they do need to execute it well.
And yeah, we're seeing Slurpee Thief take a position on this initial roof here. It's going to be able to play it very Mural-esque, jump down, get the damage off, and then disengage by jumping back on to the high ground here.
So we'll see how they do. Kayla is being pushed. They want to contest it eventually, but need to find their moment. Discord onto Lucio, this could be the chance, but no, they're going to go onto Malibu, who's forced off and was trying to contest the line. The line is going to take a breather, heal up a little bit. But while all of this is happening, Payload is still being pushed farther ahead. Schooled on the back line is trying to flank and distract, but they need to jump down eventually. Still getting caught up.
Yeah, he loses that Roadhog battle. It goes down. Slurpee Thief jumps down from his perch, gets a kill onto Jorsten, and that's going to force back this offense. Janora, though, gets the charge onto a line, so this opens up a window of opportunity. With that Lucio kill, though, it might buy a line time to get back here.
Malibu, what are you doing? Your entire team was dead. They do get the kill onto Chowster, but now Malibu suffered for it. Janora's in big trouble now as his healers haven't made it just yet, but all the meanwhile, Schooled is still doing a ton of damage on the backline. Quantum take out a back. Janora is going to be taken down, but it's still a really close fight on Dorado right now. 0.1. Dial is going to be able to heal up. Does have the tack visor, and that could be the next big play that the defense makes.
Ooh, leaf dart into an instant kill onto Syl. Tactical visor does come out from Style, and now he's just cleaning up. Woody's route up will go down. They're hunting for more, but Malibu is just out of line of sight. They won't be able to get that tag.
The mental fortitude here from Cal Berkeley has been absolutely amazing. The Bears were down 2-0, but they came back, dominated DePaul, and this is Dorado. This is the counter pick that we saw UCSD choose, but so far it's been looking like it's Cal Berkeley's counter pick.
Come here and get stable.
Yeah, that's the thing. In the initial opening sequence of Dorado here, you have to understand that Slurpee Thief is more than likely going to be on this Winston. You have to be prepared for that kind of Winston play on the roofs. The line goes a little bit too far, gets focused down by Malibu and Syl. Now that's 3 kills going on over. Malibu with the Dragon Blade, just trying to complete out this team fight. Quantum trying his best to delay on this point for as long as possible. He does initially get demeched, and now he will finally fall. Looks like to the hammer of Janora.
Janora's hammer gets the kill, and they are going to be able to push the payload. But James, over 2 minutes have passed, and the defense has honestly done a really good job of stalling this. Forcing out the ultimate as well. They want to fight this.
They got the Primal Rage, they have the Transcendence, but Transcendence came up from Jorsten on the side of UCSD, and it's going to be Janora that gets the opening frag on the Chalicer School. Once again, with this Tracer, 2-man Pulse Bomb onto Style and Izzy B. This is going to allow the offense to be able to complete out this point once they clean up Quantum.
Still, though, they get the point, but you're not actually playing Dorado 0.1 to win. I mean, you'd like to if you can. You're playing to delay time, and that is exactly what Cal Berkeley's defense did. Malibu in a 1v1 with Chowster. Or Chowster, that's generally not a 1v1 that the Genji loses, but it was actually pretty close. Still, Malibu is able to pick up the kill, get out alive. Now it's going to be the offense's turn to try and set up some plays. Janora has Earthshatter, but the funny thing here is, because they don't have the high ground advantage, you need the opponents to jump down to actually try and effectively use the Shatter.
Malibu not afraid to take a 4v1 on the high ground. He will kite backwards, and now Quantum is going to reposition with the rest of his team still on the high ground here. Malibu has a Dragon Blade, and he's right on top of Style and Izzy B going down. Quantum, though,
oh boy,
self-destruct onto School. Malibu picks up 3 before his Dragon is sated. He will go down for his efforts now. 2 members still here on the payload, but they're getting hunted down.
Hungry, Hungry Dragons, a horror movie coming to theaters soon near you. That's what Malibu was trying to impose on the defense there. But even though he got 3 frags in that team fight, it was really Cal Berkeley's front line able to pick up a lot of kills and restabilize their possession. That being said, the offense is back. Malibu is back to harassing. He's not going to have the Dragon Blade this time, but he's going to try and build it as quickly as possible. Denora still hasn't gotten a chance to use the Earthshatter because the enemy team hasn't really dropped down, but now they've started to, Jameson. This could be his chance.
Yeah, with Izzy B on the low ground here, they might have to commit to a low ground fight coming out from Berkeley, and Slurpy Thief goes down. Here's the sound barrier, but Style's gonna answer with the tactical visor. He hasn't found anything through it quite yet, and it's gonna be Jorsten that goes down. Align though, keeping this fight alive with a 2-man pulse bomb, even a kill onto Sill.
There are so many plays being made by both of these teams right now. Malibu is going to go down, and the defense once again restabilizes. And yes, the payload has been pushed 20 meters farther ahead, but 20 meters for a minute, that's not really a great pace. Still, keep in mind now that the offense is going to have so many ultimates. Trance available. They can use Transcendence to engage. They can use the combination of Tactical Visor or Dragon Blade to just get so many kills with their massive DPS.
I like this. They know what their play is, right? They need to enable Malibu. So, Genora swaps off onto the Winston to give that extra coverage on the high ground.
Yeah, Genora gonna jump up there, take it really low, but here comes the plays from Malibu. Gets slept, and the Trance equal out, and Style is gonna be able to get the kill there. For as much as we have that play up, it just got squashed.
Yeah, it just came down to Genora immediately getting focused down as he went in for the high ground there. The Biotic Nade came out, and Izzy B doing a great job of holding on to that sleep dart. Once he forced Genora out, he was able to just focus on Malibu there. Malibu now swapping off onto the McCree, so double hit scan coming out on the side of UCSD.
Not something we've seen him play so far. Style got taken solo. Fantastic Discord orb from Jorsten, and Jorsten has his Transcendence available too, so the offense is definitely in firm control here. Jump back up there from Genora, gonna distract, force them off if possible. Unable to do so, but the payload is still being pushed farther ahead. Chowster taken very low, does not have Transcendence, is taken solo. Can he get alive? Healed up by the Ana, does not go down, but Genora is, it's gonna be the Tac Visor School picking up 2 so far. Supports are dead. That's perfect for UCSD.
Yeah, because of the pressure that was being applied by Genora, he forced the supports off the high ground and right into the waiting clutches of School, who had his tactical visor at the ready. And so Slurpy Thief going down, that's gonna allow UCSD to get that checkpoint and push it into Limerico.
So here we go, Lumerico with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining. Style gets bopped by School, so it's likely going to be the Tritons are forced to back up as the Bears can impose their defense. Look at Sill on the side here. Yeah, he gets it. Great barrier though. Sill was trying to go for a sneaky Roadhog play, but the Zarya from Align instantly protecting his teammate. And now they're able to push really far ahead on this defense.
And I like the swap-offs that came out instantly from the side of Berkeley as they got into Lumerico. The line swaps off onto the Zarya, and Slurpy Thief picks up the Reinhardt, which we see a lot of teams make that transition once they get to the final stretches of these escort maps.
Yeah, especially on Dorado. Reinhardt is just so very effective. Now let's see, are they going to push the payload, or are they going to have someone touch cap while they go around the right side up on the upper levels? It looks like they're all going to fight on the payload, trying to poke them down. They don't have a Diva, but they do have the Roadhog, so they do a lot more damage without much tankiness. Style's going to get the first kill.
Sound barrier just a little bit too late to save Malibu. Now Transcendence is coming on out. Genora gets the 1 frag onto Style so far, but still will go down. There's 7 seconds left, but the payload is tested. It was able to actually get about another 5-6 meters, but Align so charged up is going to melt through the tank line, no problem. Overtime ticking on out, and Malibu just sprinting his best to make it on there, but he's going to be the recipient of a solo shatter there, courtesy of Slurpy Thief. They're finally able to put a stop to this defense, but they were able to make it into the 3rd point.
Switching sides.
It was a decent offense, a decent push, especially with how sort of uncoordinated their earlier attempts were. But overall, I think if you're a fan of the Bears here, the Golden Bears, not the Longhorns, the Bears, you're going to be happy with the defense. because they don't really need to get the payload that far. I mean, they need to get the second point, but it's not really pushed that far past the third point. It's not past like this far end of the bend, and it's pretty achievable. It's just a matter of how exactly they do it. Now, looking at the defense, from the hero composition, I don't actually expect the defense to be running a dive defense like we saw Cal attempt, which means they're going to be playing a more sustained, closer fight, a little bit further from the entrance of the spawn point, but theoretically, it's going to be much harder to kill those heroes.
Yeah, the defensive setup, it's going to be a triple tank coming out from UCSD. Still, of course, on that Roadhog, Janora on the Reinhardt, and School picking up the Zarya. The last time we saw him on Zarya actually did a really good job of building up his Graviton faster than a line, which it's a tall task, really, to try to build up that Grav so quickly. On Nepal, I believe, is where it happened. But now we're actually seeing the pharmacy.
Sorry, wasn't it a line who had the faster charge?
No. On the final point of Nepal, it was actually School.
Yeah.
Initially, when it was Janora on Zarya, yeah,
Versus
Align
Nolan,
got it
right?
quicker.
Yeah.
But Schooled, once he got onto it, he did much better job.
Yep. So let's see how the Zarya play comes out. Style is going to be boosted up by the Chaucer's Trusty Mercy, and they can play this slow, to be honest. They can play for the long-range picks. There's not enough deterrent, so to speak, to kill the fire as long as Style stays out of hook range. And so they're getting that payload time, and now as the payload goes under the spurs, they're going to look for the right opportunity to engage, and then they dive.
Yeah, but Slurpee Thief, once again, recipient of the sleep dart. It's going to be an easy hook kill onto him by Syl. Pharmacy's still in the sky, though. They've got to be careful. Style able to connect with those rockets onto that Lucio, bringing him down.
Now Lucio's going to take a little bit longer to get here than Slurpee Thief. Winston, the barrage coming out, not going to get a kill, and the sleep instantly answers. Style does not go down though, however, so he's able to continuously do damage. Quantum gets the kill onto Syl, and Style is working on School. Zarya, School will go down. Jorson trying to heal himself up as well as he can, but the squishy members of the defense are forced to run away, and run away they might try, but run away and they will die, Jamerson, as the offense continues pushing the payload, continues lighting up the kill feed with that color blue. And Cal Berkeley will push the payload with time to spare.
5 minutes left on their clock. Schooled swapping off on the defense. He's actually going to swap off from that Zarya and pick up the McCree there. Double hit scan now coming out from the side of UCSD as Style has gone largely unabated here in the skies.
Unabated indeed. No real contesting so far, so you know what? UCSD says we're going to be playing that McCree now, double hit scan, but now it's a boosted Fire in the air, going down low, taking no damage. Quick barrage, but School gets the kill onto the Mercy. So that support is dead, and that means Malibu easily can get that kill with Attack Visor. So swapping to the double hit scan, initially working out very well for UCSD.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they forced out a lot of ultimates. That was a Tactical Visor, Sound Barrier, along with the Nano Boost, all in response to a Nano Boosted Pharah. So
Yeah,
3-for-1 exchange in favor of Berkeley there. They'll take that any day.
Absolutely, and now it's really about how Berkeley plays this next fight, because theoretically, with all the resources they have, they have room to win this fight and then some.
Oh, Syl dropped down onto the low ground that allows Slurpee to get in. They go for the Graviton. Reinhardt shield is there. 3-man Earth Shatter. Style tries to go for that barrage, but instantly it's res back in. It's a 6v5 though, as Slurpee Thief was just a little bit too far to receive that. Malibu still on the high ground. Now they're trying to play in vault. Here comes the Deadeye out from School, and he actually connects onto Style.
Jamerson, that fight opened up really sloppy from the offense. Cal Berkeley went in with a very early Graviton surge, but Style was nowhere to be found. He was really far back because he was playing defensively and didn't get the barrage combo off. So actually it worked out super well for Triton Gaming, as Malibu is going to be using his ultimate. Alliance should go down very quickly and he'll be chasing. And you see the forced swap. Style is now on the Soldier 76. Chauster swapped to the Lucio, but it might be too little too late.
Well, they still have 2 minutes and 55 seconds left. They've made it past a pretty crucial part here on Dorado, where generally around that bridge, teams have a little bit of difficulty trying to push it through. But now they are opting to go for that high ground to try and contest the double hit scan on the opposite end.
Yeah, and the fact that they got the payload as far as they did means, like you said, they don't really need to fight around that bridge. They can actually go around the right side and take high ground. Slurpy Thief will be touching the point to keep it moving forward, and if he has to, he can jump up to protect the Thief. So now Aligned is going to be engaged on, but he's not going to go down, which means Dorson is the focus from the rest of UCal.
But Syl comes in, gets that frag onto Slurpy Thief, and he's been so consistent with his Roadhog. There's a sound barrier coming on out. It actually does connect onto Janor, but that overshield got focused down really quickly, and it's all going to fizzle as they even commit the nano boost into that. So great bait coming out from Berkeley here. Now they're in the power advantage, the ultimate advantage. They've got the Graviton Surge at the ready. They have the nano boost, and they're going to have a Tactical Visor very shortly.
Yeah, and you can see the entire team from Berkeley going up around the side. Quantum on the D.Va can do the exact same thing Slurpy Thief was attempting on the Winston. If he has to, he can touch cap, but they're going up. That's going to be a 3-man grab.
Here's the Tactical Visor coming up from Malibu. He has a decent angle, but it's Style who actually has the nano boost this time that'll put a shutdown to it, and that's a full team wipe, only losing a line to that. And now they're pushing forward this payload. Syl actually with that last frag. That's the team wipe.
Oh boy, Jamerson. We were talking about the defense early on. The defense looked pretty strong. And honestly, the contest is not going to happen. That was so close. But now Cal gets the point, the farthest spawn in, and they completely wipe. This is starting to look really good. It's been looking good for quite some time, but that dream of the reverse sweep might actually be alive.
That was just by millimeters that they missed that.
So close.
Now we are into Lumerico. Just 40 meters separate Berkeley from getting into map number 5 here up against UCSD. High ground controlled by UCSD right now, but there are tools available for them to try and force them off. Quantum can jump in there with this booster pack to try and knock some key targets off. There's Payload inching closer and closer. Earthshatter only onto Janora, but he's able to be kept alive. Sound barrier does come on out on the offensive end. Syl is going to try his best to disengage with that whole hog, but Quantum is going to be able to eat that up. During the meantime, Slurpy Thief gets 2 frags. Jorson and Janora down. Slurpy finds a third one. Here's the self-destruct coming on out. School's forced out of his mech. It's going to come down to Syl to try and keep this alive, but it's a 2v6 on the point right now. Slurpy Thief even charges off that Roadhog, goes for the Earthshatter, connects onto Malibu, but Janora answers in kind, is able to get the kill, and now they're answering back from the defense.
What an answer there from Janora. Boosted up, gets a fantastic shatter. The sound barrier here, School is going to get killed. Slurpy Thief, the defense is trying to do what they can, and they might actually be able to take this. That was so close, though. 2 meters was what was separating a Game 5 from a potential UCSD victory here. Aligned, look to him to be the hero that Cal Berkeley needs, because he is going to have that grab, and boy, oh boy, it's got to be a great one.
Might have that grab. If School gets caught in it and he can get off his self-destruct, it'll buy enough time for that ultimate to really fizzle here. So now they're pushing forward from the high ground, actually knocking them off. Quantum doing a great job with that. Jorson, really weird positioning, but it's working out so far. Slurpy Thief is able to get the charge kill. There it is. Graviton Surge comes out. It connects onto 2 squishy members as Quantum is just able to mow them down with that D.Va mecha. And now they're on the hunt for Jorson. They can clean him up. This will be it. They wake up the D.Va though, but it doesn't matter. School isn't able to get on there. We've got a map 5, boys.
Play the music, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to a Game 5. From the get-go, it was domination by the defenders of Geisel, but now Cal Overwatch crushing on Nepal, beating UCSD on their counter pick, and they are going to force it all the way. And credit to Aligned. On Zarya, on Tracer, it doesn't matter what hero he is on, he is going to be an ace carry
This is the
Or
2
Calvert.
right? Yeah. He farms it off of Jorston right there. Comes on in for the pulse bomb onto the tank along with that Lucio, and even gets a final 4th kill there. Aligned has been such a potent force for the Berkeley squad, whether he's on Tracer or Genji or even Zarya. As we saw, he actually ended up getting a Zarya card despite that Tracer play coming out. So now map number 5, where do they take it on the side of UCSD?
Yeah, it's funny because now the Tritons have all the pressure on them in the world. They played their counterpick. They had the winner's side advantage because they are in the winner's bracket, the higher upper bracket. They got a map victory based off of their previous performance alone. In winners finals, they already beat Cal Berkeley. But now, James, not only were they 1 map away from winning, they got completely swept, turned around. Their first counterpick was, handily counter-picked. And you just got to wonder, what exactly do the Tritons do here? Do they go to a completely different map type, like 2CP, for example, because it's not as practiced and they might be able to play a strat they don't expect? Do they go to one of their more standard, comfortable matchups? Do they go back to something like a control map type? No, it's a very big decision what map they decide to go with, and
they are stewing over it right now.
Yeah,
Tachyon has asked like about a minute and a half ago, which map are we going to? And they're really stewing this over. I mean, UCSD for the longest time, they've been leveling up their squad. They've been pretty dominant here in Southern California in terms of like land play. There have been a lot of local university lands taking place, and UCSD has come up on top a number of times. I mean, even before the TCS Grand Finals, we had that matchup at that LAN that took place beforehand. UCSD were able to defeat UC Irvine, walk away with that victory. Now it looks like we are going to Lijiang Towers for our final map.
This is it. Do or die. The Tespa Training Grounds Grand Champion. No matter what, at the end of 5 rounds, we will have one. Oh boy. This is the good stuff.
Ooh, so we're getting the final ready ups. Izzy B getting the ready up over at Berkeley, and now we are starting the match. It's all come down to this one final map. And you have to remember, on Nepal, Berkeley, that's where they started their run back here up against UCSD.
But if we remember earlier, James, control maps were in favor of UCSD initially. The victory on Nepal was not expected considering the performance in the upper bracket finals.
But it looks like they have found their comfort zone so far in terms of compositions for the side of Berkeley. Aligned already hovering over that triple tank setup, starting off with the Zarya. We got the Winston for Slurpee Thief and Quantum on the Diva.
As far as players are concerned that I wasn't very experienced with, having been through the TCS, but not really watching the entire season of the Tespa Trading Grounds. On the side of UCSD, Sile, he's come up as one of the players that I'm really impressed by. That's a rookie, but Quantum as well, man. His Diva has been fantastic, eating up Graviton surges, protecting from a Nano Visor combo, getting multiple kills with the self-destruct. Absolutely immaculate Diva play, and it's pretty awesome that he's going to be running it here on the control center of Lijiang Tower in the last map of the season.
Yeah, so now we are on command for the first point here on Lijiang Tower. So we do have Syl jumping on in. Quantum just staying in the back line with that Diva, making sure School doesn't able to get the frag. It's going to be Slurpee Thief that starts it off. That's a 2-for-1 exchange. School only taking out Style here. Now they're on the hunt for more. Slurpee Thief gets the frag onto that Lucio. The point is about to unlock.
Slurpee Thief is an absolute god. Not only did he kill Zenyatta, he then killed the enemy Lucio. He then contributed pretty much 80% of the damage to the enemy Zarya and about 50% of the damage to the enemy Winston. We highlighted him as one of the biggest players in the TCS, and it seems like he wants that legacy of MVP status to continue here.
He's not satisfied with walking away with, what was it, like 50 grand in scholarship pricing?
Yeah, it takes a competitor to want to keep being number one over and over and over again, and that's exactly what Slurpy is trying to do here.
Sil jumps in, gets slept for his efforts, and he's starting to get focused down now, but a pulse bomb comes out from school, connects onto Izzy B, takes him out. All they've got in response is that Malibu mech, and so they're pushing forward with the man advantage as Jorson finds the kill onto Aligned.
Slurpy Thief and Chowster still on the point. Chowster's gonna go for the sound barrier, maybe desperate because there weren't that many heroes on the point, but it is gonna delay for as long as possible. Slurpy Thief and Chowster are still alive, and actually the health bars of UCSD are starting to dwindle. Oh, the grenade is gonna be blocked by the Matrix. Izzy B might have been able to heal his team off of that, but he can't anymore. And because of that, Jamerson, the point is eventually gonna be capped. I think so, but I'm not quite sure because Kyle Berkeley keeps coming back in a 3-man Graviton.
3-man Graviton, but the sound barrier is going to keep them healthy through that. So Aligned, unfortunately, he had a great grab, but better counterplay coming out from the side of UCSD.
So much time for that Jamerson. They basically, if they get the point again, it's 1.5 team fights, and that's the round. Yes, they may have lost that. Yes, that Graviton didn't actually get anything, but it's stalled time, and sometimes that's all you need.
Slurpy Thief jumping in once again is gonna force them back. Actually, they go for the counter engage. There's a Graviton surge. There's just self-destruct. There's no Reinhardt shield time. Malibu comes up with 2. Even gets the D-Mech. They are just cleaning up. Slurpy Thief, the final remaining member here, is gonna try and jump pack away, but he's getting hunted down. He even gets slept, and Malibu comes in with a 3rd frag.
Vintage Overwatch, the bigger bang 3-man kill. Beautiful combination, the setup from Janora, and then Malibu knowing he gets it, laying down that bomb. That was a couple of resources used, but still UCSD's war chest is honestly looking pretty solid. They're very close to sound barrier, and that could be all they need to win this next fight.
Solzy got that front range at the ready. Janora finding the frag onto Izzy B, but Style actually stops the sound barrier from coming on out. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Through this primal rage, Sil has picked up 2 frags. The Slurpy Thief trying his best to contest for as long as he can. But it's just Style and Slurpy Thief here trying to contest against Malibu. Woody's route up is able to make it back on with this Lucio to top off his tanks.
Izzy B landed a choice nade onto the Tracer of UCSD, and Izzy B is somehow still alive, being protected really well. The point hasn't been captured yet, but more members of the red side of Cal Berkeley are coming back. Still is forced to use that Winston Primal Rage, and the sound barrier coming in, answered though in kind.
Now both shields starting to fizzle. Pulse Bomb not connecting from school this time. Now they're pushing forward. Graviton Surge comes out, lands onto the support. Here's the self-destruct. But everyone's able to kite away this time. Self-destruct, or excuse me, Graviton Surge comes out from the side of UCSD though, and they have the follow-up. Cleaning house, overtime now ticking away. And it's gonna be UCSD walking away with the initial point.
All right, so a 3-man self-destruct grab combo. I almost thought we were gonna see the 4-man, but everyone calmed down a little bit. Things might have gotten a little bit out of hand, but UCSD with that round wants to remind us why they are the top seed in this tournament. Dang, that was back and forth, but overall UCSD had better pressure throughout, and you know, they're saying this isn't Nepal, guys. You might have beaten us on Nepal, but this is Lijiang Tower. This is our map.
Whew. So we are going to be on Garden for our second map here on Lijiang Tower, and basically same compositions coming out from both sides, but surprise, surprise, Aligned is going to walk out the gates with May.
I don't know if that's so surprising anymore, but it is always very interesting. That wall is going to lock the Winston and the D.Va in, but there's another entrance to the point, which is a little bit odd. Malibu getting the first back, still getting another one. Aligned certainly to follow, as UCSD is handily going to win that first team fight.
Yeah, not quite what you want when you run that May. Generally what you want to do is cut off the initial choke point there, but they weren't able to meet them in the courtyard quickly enough to get that wall off. So Aligned still sticking with this May.
Yeah, we'll see how it works. It didn't really work in that first fight. Malibu and School are able to get the kill into style on the top side, and now the wall isn't really going to serve much purpose. Malibu with a boop, getting the kill onto Slurpee Thief, and look at all these squishy heroes that are trapped in the side, no protection, no way to get out, just forced to go down. And ultimate advantage and positioning advantage, both in favor of UCSD. You gotta wonder, are we gonna see some swaps? Are they gonna stick with Alliance May until they have that Blizzard grab combo? Because it seems like Jamerson, that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they go for the high ground. Here comes a charge. It lands onto Malibu. He's going to be forced out of his mech. There's the self-destruct. Malibu actually connects onto Style. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange as Slurpee Thief was able to clean up Baby Diva, but oh, he goes down for his efforts, dropping down to the low ground too soon here. Pulse Bomb comes out, but Quantum will be able to stay alive through that projected barrier.
Yeah, the barrier keeping him alive, but him and his team are not able to get any offensive pressure. Again, Alliance May hasn't really gotten any value so far, but this is the fight when it could come up big. This is the fight where it has to come up big, folks. If Quantum and Align can't sync up a play with their ultimates here, then that pick, the May pick, was entirely useless and served no purpose, and this round was just a throwaway.
Tactical Visor coming out from Style. They're pushing forward with the sound barrier, trying to defend, but there it is. The Blizzard comes out, but no grab coming out from Quantum there. They were all pretty spread apart. Really disjointed fight coming out, and now there's the Graviton Surge. It only connects onto Align. He's actually able to stay alive through that with the Ice Block, and still back and forth fight. Transcendence comes out as Slurpee Thief pushes forward, trying to find the kill onto Janora. Janora dropping really low, but he will be able to kite away with that Lucio speed boost. There's the grab coming out from Quantum, connects onto 3, but School answers right back in kind. Janora finally does fall, and in overtime, Berkeley will be able to take control of the point.
So they get control of the point, but you gotta be honest here. It was very sloppy. They didn't go for the ultimate coordination play. They go for the individual ultimates, eventually getting the point, though, and Align actually was able to build up nearly all of his Blizzard charge in the meanwhile. But now the pressure is on. Their ultis are low. To be fair, both teams don't really have a great economy right now, but they can't give up the point for another second.
They do have some high-impact ultimates coming up, right? They already have the Blizzard, and they're gonna have that Earth Shatter very Slurpee Thief. Blizzard's coming out now as they engage onto the point. It catches out a few members. It's gonna be Sil and School going down.
Cleanup kills coming out of the side of the University of California, Berkeley. And that is going to be pretty simple. But now Jorston and Woody's Rad-Up are going to have their support ultimates. Sound barrier for engage. Jorston can boop if he'd want, or excuse me, boost someone if you want to. Malibu swapped over to the soldier and still gets caught up here, walled up, so he's going to go down. It's a little bit awkward coordination here as the defense is able to hold again. But it's not as if the Tritons don't have a lot of resources in this coming fight.
Going aggressive, nice wall charge combo coming out from Align and Slurpee Thief. Find them even more time. Quantum only have 56% towards that grab, but he does have the tools on the rest of his members to try and get that time. Align!
Wow.
Just lining up these icicles. That's both the DPS down to the right clicks of the May.
Yeah, you don't need to use May for her utility if you just use her for her fragging potential. And now, very intelligently, it looks like Cal Berkeley is going to go all the way back to the point to try and play with their ultimates as well as they can. Wall not going to be that effective, but here comes the boosted Zarya.
Oh! Time, but great!
Oh my.
Graviton Surge comes out, but it's still through a Transcendence right now. And it's going to be Align coming in with the Blizzard, and this is one of the best ways to finish off a point. Silk gets dropped low, but he actually survives through that thanks to the Biotic Field.
UCSD's going to have it. They're going to win this. School getting 2 members down off of the pulse bomb there, and they open up the point. Even though the AoE crowd control ults came out from Cal Berkeley's side, it wasn't enough. And off of the back of that engage, School picking up the 2, and that's gonna be UCSD picking up the fight. Match point now.
Yeah, Malibu swapping off onto that Soldier 76 actually saved UCSD there as the Blizzard came on down. Sil was caught in it, Malibu was caught in it, but the Biotic Field gave them enough sustain to stay alive, and with the help of Janora, they cleaned up the rest of Berkeley. And like you said, we are now on match point. It's all tied up 2-2, but 2-0 here in favor of UCSD as we move on to Garden.
Lijiang Towers Gardens are an opportunity for teams to flex that fire immersive combo, but it looks like neither team is actually going to be opting to that hero combination, as they are both going to go these dive type styles. School is going to go all the way around the side, looking for a flank here. See if he gets it, going on to Izzy B.
He has to recall on out, and Slurpee Thief just goes too far. Actually, is able to cover himself, but not for long as the Biotic Nade comes out and the focus with Jorston. They're able to clean up that kill, and now Janora pushing forward with that Winston, who's right on top of Chaucer. They are able to kite away for now, but once again jumps on in, but aligned mid-air. Helix Rocket. Chaucer does go down. It's been Jorston just getting all the frags for his team. But they've already got the tactical visor coming out from aligned as he pushes forward. He hasn't found anything quite yet with it. Oh, and just fizzles without any kills.
Gould is going to go down, but I want to mention his style of Tracer play is so good for the team, because when you have that flanking Tracer, even if she doesn't actually get kills, by herself, she can distract 2, 3, even 4 heroes sometimes. And that's what we saw at the opening of this game, where Slurpee Thief was basically all alone because he was diving without any follow-up, since Skuld was keeping them all hostage. Still is going to land a hook that might be a dead Quantum, but no, he's able to shift and make it back to the point, and here comes the aggression.
We got the Nano Visor coming up for Malibu, but the Diva Quantum surviving is able to soak up a lot of that. Not quite enough as 2 frags have gone over, but that's going to be a 3 for 2 in favor of Berkeley. They're continuing to push forward, and now they're hunting down the rest of the members. School does find a frag onto Align as the Primal Rage does come out from Janora, and he's trying his best to delay on the point. They don't have much to stand. It's only that Lucio there trying to keep up 2 tanks, and that's a pretty difficult task, but they do take out School, and that's going to be enough. They will be able to clean up and take control of the point, but 54% on the board.
So well done by Quantum early in that team fight to delay the damage from the Tac Visor combo. That being said, though, right now the kills traded, and it's a couple of ultimates on both sides. Janora's going to go really aggressive, trying to dive in with School. School is looking for Izzy B. Izzy B take the half HP, but here comes the Diva Bomb on the side. Dorton is going to go down, but they're still trying to contest this point, James.
Yeah, Styles finds a kill onto Malibu on the bridge, and they're forcing them back. Finds a second one onto School. Now they're just delaying here. 26% on the board as Janora does jump back to the safety of his team. They've got 3 ultimates at the ready. They're getting closer and closer to a nano boost here. And might go on to Malibu early so he can build up that tactical visor just that much quicker. But so many ultimates coming online on the side of Berkeley too.
Wow, an early ultimate used by Style as the members of UCSD are going through the white room. Sound Barrier is going to be the answer. But so far, no kills onto either side. It boosts up Zarya. She does have her ultimate. Align's going to get a 3-man. This could be big.
Yeah, and he had that nano boost. That's so much damage coming out for a charge. Zarya there, 60% on the board as they force them back. Now they're trying to start the reverse sweep once again.
And with the style of composition that we've seen UCSD play, still hasn't really opted into the Roadhog here, and perhaps that is the advantage that is pushing this in favor of Cal Berkeley, because he was destroying the Roadhog, but not as effective really on this Winston. Now Align doesn't have his ultimate. They're playing very aggressive though. Slurpee Thief's barrier will protect him from the sleep dart, but will it protect him from this combo here?
Yeah, Slurpee Thief falls to that tactical visor. Malibu finding a second one, taking out the Chalister. That's a third, falling like dominoes here. While the point is ticking up, they will be able to get to 99 on the side of Berkeley before they give it away to UCSD.
And this is where you start holding your breath if you're a Cal Berkeley fan, because they have to come back. They had to come back with a reverse sweep to win this anyway. They have to come back and reverse sweep this map of Lijiang Tower, and they have to win this next team fight, James. Otherwise, it just might be too much of an advantage, and the UCSD squad will be the Tespa Training Grounds champions. So here we go, going through the white room. Izzy does have his nano boost available. Maybe put that on the Winston, maybe put that on the Soldier so he can build that up. Slurpee Thief, he's gonna go jump in here, trying to find School. Hasn't gotten down just yet.
Oh, he's the first to go down, getting focused down by the members of UCSD. They're just trying to buy time for these Style. He's got his tactical visor. He's pushing forward with it. Hasn't found anything. He's got the nano boost. There we go. Takes out the Lucio, but he's getting batted around. Graviton Surge with the huge Diva Self-destruct coming out. Wants him with the 4-man.
What a hero play there, set up by Aligned and spiked into the ground by Quantum. The last minute sound barrier just to try and delay. Malibu's gonna try and do what he can with this tactical visor here, but James, I think that's going to be Garden over to Cal Berkeley.
Yeah, it's just Dorson, never mind. It's just the Winston along with the Zarya trying to keep this alive, and they might have just done it.
Oh my goodness, the comeback here.
Point.
Sylla's so close to that primal rage. Janora picks up another frag. They're so low, but he can maybe get his ultimate. Quantum goes down as well. It's just a Tracer to Winston versus that Winston. Slurpee Thief has all the hopes and dreams of Cal Berkeley on his back, and he needs to stay alive.
The line swapped off with Tracer to get here that much quicker. School trying his best to keep them off, but they are able to force them away. And now we are going to map number 4 here on Lijiang Tower.
Good Lord Almighty. Wow. That almost looked like UCSD was going to be able to come back and win that fight off of what started with like a 4-man Bigger Bang combo. That would have been insane. But then you saw Cal Berkeley was able to push them off and maintain control of the point throughout. So nail-biting round, but Cal Berkeley, man, they are keeping this dream alive.
All right, we are going back to command.
5, 4,
And both sides, they're opting for a Zarya and a Winston, along with that Diva as a triple tank. Now the difference is primarily in the DPS style, picking up the Soldier 76, but it's going to be schooled on Tracer, who's doing a really good job of getting to the back line. Engage coming on out as Syl tries to get it to the back line. He's focused down to half HP. Malibu, he was purpled there, is going to get demeched, and now he's getting focused down.
Hasn't gone down just yet. It's Slurpee Thief jumping into the backline. Malibu is still alive. Slurpee Thief now taken so very low, is being healed consistently, but does get taken down by Janora. That opens up the fight. It's now at 6v5 in favor of UCSD. They're pushing back the members of Cal Berkeley. And IzzyB's actually able to get the kill, but so many naded, poisoned, purpled, and taken down. You can't heal that up. And control over to UCSD.
Yeah, Syl just comes in with the cleanup kill there. Cleaning up 4, no problem. 14%, 15 on the board. It's ticking up. Nano boost at the ready for the side of UCSD.
Both Lucio's actually quite close to their sound barrier, but it's going to be Woody who's even closer. An early sound barrier here would be huge, as they can just play so aggressively like you're seeing right now.
Yeah, sound barrier does come on out. That's going to keep them healthy for now, forcing them back. Malibu gets the first frag onto the line.
Really big graviton. Oh my god. And a really big pulse bomb. Hi.
I can't even.
That's what School Tracer just said. Hi.
And through that, Style actually used his tactical visor, so now he's got to build up another one here. And they're still in this power trough. There's 2 ultimates on the side. So far, they've just gotten it back. Here's the Graviton Surge. It connects onto 5. They're pushing forward. Self-destruct comes out, connects onto Janora. They've got a 2-man advantage as they fight on the point. Line pushing forward. He had that nano boost. Is trying to hunt down the Lucio on the opposite end. Actually farming up his ultimate now against Malibu, going to force out that D-Mech. Now they're cleaning up, but still haven't taken control of the point quite yet.
Haven't taken control, and you see the Baby Diva and the Tracer are going to try and delay for as long as possible. This might be a 90% cap, if not higher, and that bodes really well for UCSD because they'll only need the 1 T-Fight to come back. School is still contesting this. A line might even go down, actually, so this could be really bad. Nope, gets healed up nicely done by IzzyB. Lands the nade as well, and now it's a line trying to punish the aggression from UCSD with that 80% charge.
Got this holding pattern. Earthshatter came out. It only connects onto 1, but it's so they're not able to follow up on it. So they're trying to retreat now. Align, though, holding close. He's got the Graviton Surge.
Oh,
Graviton Surge both sides. The Nano was committed, but there it is. Once again, the Pulse Bomb comes out from School, clean up 2 kills, and now Syl pushing forward with that Nano Boost. Style has it on himself, but he's got nothing else behind it, and this might just be it. Quantum gets D-Mech. Baby Diva goes down. The point is gonna get flipped. No, Slurpy Thief gets on to try and delay for the rest of his team. The line still laying in wait here. Gets spotted out. Is gonna be able to contest the point for now, but he immediately has to recall that School is right on top of him.
Overtime, this is their last chance. UCSD could end the map right here. Style taken low, taken down. Shouts drawn to Lucio, dancing like he can. He's a dancing man, still alive. Still is gonna get slept. And actually, School is really low, so maybe a frag here. Sound barrier is gonna be used. It's going to be on to Cal Berkeley, so they're still in this fight, Jamerson. They might actually be able to win this because they have the numbers advantage, they have the ult advantage, and they have the ban advantage.
The Graviton Surge comes out, Janora, that allows him to pick up the kills onto Chowster and Aligned, but still real back and forth fight as Slurpy Thief comes back on in. Primal Rage comes out for Silvo, and he's able to pick up the frag onto Style.
Slurpy Thief isn't just stealing Slurpee today, he's trying to steal the championship away as he gets 3 kills in that fight, has his Primal Rage available, and it looks like they might actually be able to cap, but no, as I say that, Still is still fighting. Slurpy Thief forwards to Primal Rage, and all this time, no progress has been made because it's a 99% cap in favor of UCSD. My heart, James. My heart.
Finally, they're able to cap the point here, force back the members of UCSD. Malibu actually getting D-Mech, is gonna get staggered just a bit.
A line swap to the Tracer, so no more godlike Zarya plays here. But Izzy B is going to be really close to his nano boost, and Style is relatively close to his tactical visor. So you compare that versus Malibu's incoming destruct, you know, the sound barrier from Woody and Jorston, he's going to be able to boost potentially the Winston. It's just about positioning. If Style can get his ultimate in time and doesn't get blocked by the Diva, this could be massive for Cal Berkeley.
Yeah, he's up top right now. He's getting hunted down by School. He's trying to watch his flank. He hears it coming on in. Sound barrier comes out on the side of the SD, and there's the nano visor from on high. Malibu not turning his attention onto that soldier is gonna allow him to get the kill onto Jorson. The line coming in with the pulse bomb takes out Janora, and there it is. The visor coming up huge. They're gonna be able to force them back. Malibu trying his best to stay on the point for now, but Schooled will be able to take out a line. Self-destruct did come on out. Defense Matrix is actually still there, but no, Malibu gets knocked out the point, gets demeched as soon as he gets right back on in. There's a sound barrier coming up from the Chowster. That's gonna be still pushing forward now with that nano boost.
Style tries to stay alive for as long as he possibly can. He can do a lot of damage, but he gets taken down by Denora's right click. Denora doing so much work, but he gets taken down as well. Left and right, everyone is falling on both sides, but it's a 99 to 99 fight. So whoever loses this round. If you're a Cal fan, you need to win this to push us to a 5th game. And that is exactly what they did, Jamerson. Game 5, round 5, in this best of 5. This is it.
This series has not been without its drama. Back and forth, these teams have been striking blows against each other, and now we are coming down to the final point here. UCSD versus Berkeley. Which is best, Cal? So or no? I don't know. Oh.
How did Berkeley win that with 94% remaining as UCSD cat? I will never know. But and the one thing I do know is this series has delivered, and this match, this last round, is gonna be something.
Alright, we're back onto Garden for our final point here, and it all comes down to this. Slurpy Thief, this time, picking up the Reinhardt.
Yeah, and that's kind of his tried and true hero. He really showed off his amazing Reinhardt prowess, but it's Jorson Denora finding the early frags. What an aggressive offense from UCSD, just jumping in, aggressive biotic grenade, and it's worked out so well for them because they just destroyed Cal Berkeley.
Oh, charge came out, but Janora will be able to survive for now. Quantum trying his best, but the Bunny Blaster is not enough, and it's going to be UCSD gaining control of the point first.
That being said, though, folks, we have seen this quite a bit. UCSD has always seemed to have the advantage, but then at the last minute, the Golden Bears from California have always come back. So School playing the aggressive flanking Tracer like he's always done. Izzy B taking a lot of damage, and they get to sleep out to Slurpy Thief.
And he will go down. Malibu able to get that kill, but Style has swapped off now onto the Roadhog, gets the kill on to that Lucio. Huge biotic nade comes on out, lands onto 2, and they're going to be able to connect with these kills off that Graviton Surge.
Fantastic play there, nice and simple and well done under the pressure of all this action. Jorsten now, he's going to have his boost available, so all these combo plays that we've seen have gone really well for UCSD. They go with the Graviton Pulse Bomb combo. Now, it's the Nano boost with Attack Visor.
Charge comes out, it connects once again onto Janora, but he's got his personal bear to keep it alive. Now Malibu pushes forward, he's got the Nano Visor at the ready. Gets the frag onto Style, he's looking for more. Forcing them all the way back into this checkpoint. Gets the Helix rocket kill onto Izzy B.
I'm on fire.
And they're gonna force them back 60%. They're now 38% away from this victory, from being the Tespa Arena champions.
Yeah, we've been in this position time and time again, but once again, Cal Berkeley, their backs are against the wall. They have a couple of ultimates to work with, but it's going to be the engage from Sil on this Winston. Sound barrier to follow.
Style, though, has that nano whole hog coming out. He gets... No, there's a Graviton Surge, no follow-up damage. Huge Bionic Nade, there it is. Actually surviving with a sliver of health, but they will be able to clean them up. Now they're back onto the point. School is able to pick up one, but finally, they kept the point. But now, they are really up against it. 90% on the board for UCSD. Same, Seamus?
I swear, Cal Berkeley plays better under pressure. They're the kind of guys who go take tests without ever having studied, and they do better than they study. At the last minute, they always seem to make the comeback happen. And now, yes, they're in a deficit, but they have control.
Tactical Visor comes out from the side of UCSD. There's an Earth Shatter, doesn't quite connect, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade as Izzy B does go down on the side of Berkeley. Now, Primal Rage comes out, and he actually gets the pop onto a line.
Still gets a massive frag here, and Quantum is trying to make a Hail Mary self-destruct play. Not going to land onto anything, but it's now going to kill School. So that Tracer gone is really, really big actually for Cal Berkeley. But Slurpy Thief, he's been poisoned, he's not healing well. He gets taken down, and now it's only a few members of Cal Berkeley remaining. Again, it's a 90%, so if Cal loses this, that might just be the round, the game, the match, the tournament in favor of UCSD.
The line trying his best, but
Boostio!
will finally go on over. So at least they got the Nano Boost out. There are very few tools to work with. They're going to have that sound barrier. They will have the opportunity to jump on. They've got a number of gap closures to be able to get on there. It's going to be Slurpy Thief on the point now, but doing their due diligence on the side of UCSD. They're just dealing with some of the members outside before they transition on over. Here comes the sound barrier on the side of UCSD. Style, though, comes in. Great hook onto Malibu. Sound barrier for the side of Berkeley, and they are fighting back.
They're doing it again. Jamerson, it's happening again. 99% in favor of UCSD. But Cal Berkeley comes back and takes the point. I do not understand how this is happening.
For this next fight, SD, they're gonna have the Visor, they're gonna have the Primal Rage, and Janora might be able to work up that Graviton Surge. But Nano and Pulse Bomb on the opposite end here. They jump in, Silk, trying to get focused down by the members of UC Berkeley, but Pulse Bomb comes out, Align gets the frag onto Malibu. That's going to be a 3-for-1 exchange. They push forward, a Graviton even comes out, but there's no real follow-up damage. Still trying his best with the Primal Rage, but it receives a Pulse Bomb at the end of that. School keeping this alive. They're somehow doing it for now.
You see Diva and Winston on the point trying to contest this for Cal Berkeley, and now UCSD needs to get onto the point. Still, it's going to be booped off, but here comes the support to Malibu. Dorson's going to be taken down, and the members advantage in favor of Cal Berkeley. Woody and Malibu need to pick up a hero play here, make a miracle happen, but it's not going to happen because miracles only work for one team, and that's Cal Berkeley, folks, as they are the Tespa Training Grounds champion.
Oh my god. And what a map to do it on. This harkens back to, I believe it was Atlantic Showdown, where Envious finally got toppled by Rogue on Lijiang, unguarded, in a real back and forth affair just like that. Wow.
It's unbelievable. The fact that throughout that entire series, it felt like again and again, UCSD were the better team. UCSD were in the lead. UCSD was gonna take it. But every time Cal Berkeley came back, every time Cal Berkeley beat them, and little by little, they went on to win that 27-minute game